The 2027 Chevrolet Bolt is a fully electric vehicle that comes with quite a few surprises up its sleeve. The first surprise is its price. It seems like Chevrolet looked at the market and said, what if we made an electric car that doesn't force you to sell a kidney? The base LT version starts at around $27,000, while the RS version, which has a sportier look, comes in just over $31,000. In a world where some electric cars cost as much as a small house in certain places, that definitely grabs your attention. But an electric car isn't just about having an attractive price. The question everyone asks is, how far can it go before it needs to be plugged in? Here, the Bolt does pretty well. It can go about 422 kilometers on a single full charge. Put simply, that's enough for several days of normal driving without having to chase down charging stations like their rare Pokemon. And Chevrolet learned an important lesson from the previous model. The old Bolt charged so slowly that you had time to grab a coffee, read the news, and maybe even learn to play guitar. Now that's a different story. With fast charging, it can go from 10% to 80% battery in just 25 minutes. Basically, by the time you finish a quick lunch, the car is ready to hit the road again. Plus, it comes with a feature that many users have been waiting for. It uses the same type of charging port that many Tesla vehicles used. In plain English, that means you'll have access to a huge network of chargers without having to hunt for weird adapters or juggle tech hassles. The battery also gets an interesting upgrade. Chevrolet is adopting LFP technology, a name that sounds like a Wi-Fi password, but actually means a battery that's more durable over time, cheaper to produce, and less sensitive to frequent fast charging. In short, more durability and fewer worries. Now, if you're wondering how it drives, don't expect a rocket ship, but it's definitely not a sleepy turtle either. The new Bolt puts out 210 horsepower and accelerates with plenty of agility. It's one of those cars that takes off from a stoplight with enough energy to leave distracted traffic behind, though it's not trying to be a race car. All of that brings us to the design. On the outside, it keeps that compact crossover look, a mix between a hatchback and a small SUV, which is really practical for city driving. However, it gets completely redesigned LED lights and a more modern look, in line with other recent Chevy EVs like the Chevrolet Blazer EV and the Chevrolet Equinox EV. Inside, it also takes a big step forward. We find a large 11.3-inch central screen and another digital panel in front of the driver. In other words, there are more screens than buttons, which seems to be a must-have in any modern car. But here's where the biggest controversy comes in. Chevrolet decided to remove Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Yes, those systems that let you easily connect your phone to the car. Instead, they're going with Google services built directly into the car. Some people will love the idea, while others will probably react like when someone changes the recipe of their favorite food.